This is serviced with a smile. Lily's polishing. Lily's polishing this, and I'm gonna go and get it covered in crap now. Well, good morning and welcome back to the channel. We're in Bike Treads this morning. The last time I was in Bike Treads, I was doing a vlog on supporting your local dealerships. And I have to mention that Gavin was sat in his office colouring and crayoning. So Gavin's decided now, because I've obviously made that little quip, that he's going to try and kill me. So he's kindly offered me a ride on the new Suzuki Hayabusa. So we're going to have a quick look at it. There it is. So we'll have a quick once over before we get going. But this is a 1340cc motorcycle. It puts out 187 brake horsepower. So it's probably one of the most powerful motorcycles I've ever ridden in my life. And it's, I suppose you could call it a sports tourer, but I don't know if there's much provision for luggage. I think the Suzuki GS1300R GT falls into that category. But this Hayabusa is an entity all on its own. I mean, it was designed in a wind tunnel, so some people may say the styling's questionable. What we do, we'll have a look. We'll get it out on the road, and then we'll pull over. The sun's starting to come out, so it's going to be a nice day. We'll get it out on the road, and we'll have a little chat about what it's all about. This particular one is the 25th anniversary. There you go, look. 25th anniversary. And I don't think there's many of them about. This might be the last one, I'm not sure. So there's no pressure on me, is there? Right then, so for initial impressions, to me it was a sports bike, because I'm canted right forward, a lot more forward than I thought I'd be. So I'm going to have to angle this camera right up. It's as far as it'll go, so I'm going to have to keep my head up, else you could just be getting pictures of the road. So you got a lovely dash on this, so you switch it on. You've got an analog speedo, analog rev counter, fuel, and engine temperature. How lovely is that? It's quite refreshing nowadays, because everything's TFT, isn't it? You have got a TFT in the middle, little gives you your modes and stuff. Now we're in SDMS B, which is road mode. We've got traction control 5 dialed in. I don't know what that is, and we're in neutral. So let's give it a start up. Ooh. Now these are they're a talky old motor. These are 1340cc, same as a Harley Eva basically, but with 2 extra cylinders and 3 times as much horsepower. Right, let's just tuck my feet. Oh, footrests are really high as well. Okay, I can see in the mirrors. We'll just give it a while to warm up. Like I say, this bike, there's been some interest in this motorcycle, so I've been very, very careful with it. And there's no way you can thrash this, because you'd be in orbit basically if you try to wring this thing's neck. But we'll take it for a nice sedate spin, and you'll get an old man's idea of what it's all about, I guess. Have I got any fuel? I got a bit of fuel. I could go and put some fuel in it for them, couldn't I? I think you got a 20 litre tank on this. You got 4 gallon in there. Anyway, here we go then. Bloody hell. Now that is strange. That is long. The wheelbase, like you can tell you got a long wheelbase on this thing. Now this thing is equipped with Suzuki's quick shifter and blipper box, and I have my Suzuki's equipped with it with DE, but on down changes it's not good. Up changes it's okay. But I did ride the GSX1300R GT, and the blipper on that, it was beautiful. The gearbox on that was lovely. The quick shifter. So, and I was really impressed with that engine. So, what I'm going to think of this one, we got another 340cc on this thing, and a hell of a lot more horsepower, I guess. Oh, yeah, that's nice. It's not intimidating when when you first get on it. It's quite well mannered. Of course, this thing's got phenomenal power and torque at mid-range in what I call, I used to call on my KGM Harley Davidson mode, where you're around about 4,000 or 5,000 revs. But everything starts happening on this apparently when you get up the rev range at 8,000 revs, which I ain't going to be doing. Anyway, we'll get this out on the 419 and give it its what we call straight road test. We'll keep him obviously within the parameters of the law. This is the thing with this bike, you can't use it, can you? Unless you lived in Germany and got it out on an autobahn, you ain't going to be able to use it properly, I wouldn't have thought. But anyway, low speed handling. I'm getting used to the length of the thing now, because it is really apparent if you're completely new or novice to this motorcycle. It's a sports bike with a half another sports bike grafted onto the end of it. That's how it feels. It's a bit of a bus, a big old bus. It's a sports bus. Oh yeah, it's quite slow on the turning. Right, let's. Let this car go. Yeah, my lifesavers, my neck's not going round far enough because of the way I'm sort of canted down on the bike, so I can't really see over my shoulder. But that's just me. I'm old. I'm getting on. So I'm in 6 now. We're doing 60 mile an hour. That was effortless. At 3,000 revs. So let's we'll wind it on in a minute and just see how linear or this power is, how the torque comes through. To say I can see my elbows in the mirrors. Half the mirrors are obscured by my elbows, which isn't brilliant. So coming at 4,000 revs now, we're on the legal speed limit. And it's just basically ticking over. But there's no vibration coming through the bars or the footrest whatsoever. I haven't tried this quick shifter yet. Well, let's just knock it down. Whoa. Not as good as the Suzuki 1000 GX that I took out. Oh, that's nuts. That will accelerate up to miles an hour in a blink of an eye, and you're doing top gear about 5,000 reps. Just seems, I suppose to you guys, it probably seemed pointless trying to road test one of these things at the legal speed limit. But see, look, I'm not even at 4,000 reps, and it's 70 mile an hour. Just give it a little, just a little poke. Yeah, that's enough for me. That's phenomenally quick. 187 horsepower on this. But you can see the way they designed this. It's rock solid. It's rock solid at city speeds. It's a mile muncher. Anyway, let's come off it. We'll come off at the old coffee shop where I had the old the opposite end of the spectrum, the old 1981 Harley Davidson shovelhead. It's probably putting out 40 horsepower. The other day I was vlogging that. So we'll pull into the coffee shop, have a quick look round it. Right, oh, is this long? Is such a long motorcycle? Let's park it up, shall we, where we had the shovelhead? I try not to bloody... Oh, now there you go, look. Full lock. From your arm, it's the fuel tank. What's that all about then? Hang on. Yeah, that's full lock. There ain't a lot of... I'll show you got to have your arm to get it on full lock. You can't. You'd be scratching your fuel tank. Just an observation. Well, here we are, back at Lake 12, my favourite coffee stop. The last time I was here, I had the old Harley shovelhead. So I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum today. So let's have a look around this bike anyway. And there it is. Stunning motorcycle. I think it looks as though it's been dropped. It's like almost like fluid, isn't it? It's like a liquid that's been dropped, almost like lead from a tower, and it forms on its way down. Because this bike was actually designed in a wind tunnel. So it's a quick old motorcycle. Like I said earlier, it's when they first came out, they were 200 mile an hour motorbikes. So we got the front of the bike's quite formidable. It's got good road presence to it. I'll put the lights on in a minute. Some decent mirrors. I got to admit that I was getting like half the elbow was in those mirrors. Let's have a look at the quality of it all. And I think the rear. I think the rear looks absolutely stunning. They've improved the looks of it from the original Mark 1s. You've got rear running twin pipes, and they're huge. Aluminium frame, aluminium swing arm, KYB suspension. So it's not, you're not sort of in the Öhlins league with suspension, but it's perfectly adequate. A little seat hump. You've got a pillion seat under there, no doubt. Brakes, we got Brembos on there. Look, you got all the brakes in it. I think they're 320mm rotors. Like I say, KYB front forks, upside downers. But you got plenty of braking power. By crikey, you need it with this. Switch of the key, and I love this. Look at that. Did you see that? Let's do it again. Let's do that again. Flick of the key. There you go. You get some little Japanese I suppose that says Hayabusa, doesn't it? Or 8, you know, S for Suzuki, I don't know. Something comes up in Japanese on there. One touch. Sounds nice, doesn't it? It's got a nice rasp to it. Yeah, that's a nice sound to that. As you get older, you tend not to be in a really loud exhaust. You ain't going to want a really loud exhaust pipe bellowing away next to your ear hole for mile after mile, are you? Get away with it on the sports bikes, but not so much this. So, you've got cute cruise control on this and all the gubbins. There's your generic Suzuki mode button, so you scroll up, down, it comes up on there. Let's put some lights on. There we go, your lights, there's your main lights. See what that looks like at the front. There you go, you got your two side lights, 2 running lights, you've got your dip at the top, and then you've got a projector light, which is your main beam coming on at the bottom. Let's have a look at the indicators. We'll stick the hazards on. There's a hazard button up. It comes up on the screen. You can see that. There you go. Nice, I like it. Let's switch it off anyway because the fans have come on. That's the thing with these Euro 5 bikes. They do run on, they're running on fresh air basically. But I think there's plenty of cooling going on in there. Yeah, you've got a nice big old rad on there. So I should think this comes under servicing on this. I think it's about 7 or 8,000 mile intervals. But you come under your, I think your roll-on Suzuki warranty on this. Plus, they're doing a deal at the moment. They're doing 0% finance on their big bikes, I do believe. Riding. Okay. So, testing, yeah, I got that. Well, that's all. Comms are working. Let's get going. Oh, those foot pegs are quite high for an old man like me. Right, we're on to some windy stuff now. So, oh yeah, oh, I'm liking this. Very much so. Just nicked it in the top. It's beautiful. It's a lovely sedate. If you want this bike to be sedate, it'll be sedate. You can ride it nice and steady, and it would just give you very gradual amounts of sort of linear power. And then as you go up through the rev range, it'll go mental. Anything over 5,000 revs, which I suppose 6, 7, even 8,000 the power comes in. 187 horsepower comes in at about 8 grand, I think. 9 grand. Oh, here we go, look. Yeah, I'm saying 9, 10, 11, they've got some little lines on there, so that's your naughty part of the rev range there. I don't know if you can see that. That's your naughty part, or your warning part. So that's where your power, that's where your 187 horsepower comes in. But the torque on it is amazing, and like I say, at the end of the day, we all know torque is what matters. Not so much out and out horsepower, it's the torque on these bikes. My neck aches a bit, and I haven't got the movement either, probably where I'm a bit older. For my lifesavers, on most sit up bag bikes, I can put my head over my shoulder, no problem. But with the way I'm sat on this thing, I can't turn my head to my head will only go that far for a lifesaver, that is, or up the side of me, so I'm relying on my mirrors. So this bike wouldn't really suit me. Unless I got my head, a new head, basically. Good old Wurzel Gummidge, eh? People reckon I look like Wurzel Gummidge, so I could get a different head, couldn't I? Hey up, Aunt Sally. What head am I putting on today, Aunt Sally? I put my silly head on, or am I going to put my sensible head on? Yeah, write in and let me know if you think I look like Wurzel Gummidge. I'd be a lot happier with Brad Pitt, but yeah, if you reckon I look like Wurzel Gummidge, drop us a line. Right, Chippingham. Well, I've got 200, wrapped up 211 miles now. I don't know what it had on it when I picked it up. I should have looked really, but I don't want to put too many miles on it. But I'm running it in, aren't I? I do tend to look after these things, especially if it's not my bike. So here's another tight island, so we'll flip it around. Yeah, counter steer it in. Well, I'm going to pull over and put it into sport. Just sticking it in this bus stop a minute. Oh, covered in grit. Bloody hell. Grit. Be so gentle. Okay. Right, now, mode. B. See, that's come up. I press mode, so that's come up B. Now I'm going to go, I don't want to go C, that's rain. So I'm going into A. Then you press it again. And it comes out of it. So I am now in. Oh bloody hell, I can feel that throttle's sharpened up straight away. Just got to wait for a gap in the traffic now. Here we go. Oh, this is more like it. Oh shit. Oh yeah, this is more like it. I'm liking this. Hell of a lot more responsive. Now, you have to be a little bit careful with your throttle hand, because this is like a scratch of the wrist and you'd be wheeling it, I reckon. So let's bring it down to 40. There's my traction. Why is the traction control gone on to 1? No, I don't want that. Somebody's dialed all this in. Right, I'm going to pull over because I've got max power and minimum traction control. So I'm going to sort that out because I'll end up on my arse. So, mode A. Go around traction control, right, off. No, I don't want it off, for God's sake, I'll kill myself. 3, so I'm going into 5 with traction control. There we go. That's better. So at least I've got some degree of traction control going on now. Else I'd be spinning it up. Okay, here we go then. Ooh. Well, that's a bit better. That has dampened it down a little bit, putting traction control on 5. You can actually feel it. I ain't complaining though. Like I say, I'm my bike and I don't want to end up on my arse. Yeah, so we're in Colne, and I suppose a lot of you recognise this place from the Colne Bike Day. They have a bike day every year, and it's grown in size. It's absolutely huge now. I love that head over there. See that head? Just outside the library, I think it is. Or outside, yeah, library. And it always reminds me of like an old Roman fallen town, you know. You get the head, the statue head. But see if we can get a better look. There's a bloody bicycle in the way of it at the moment, but I find that lovely. There it is, see it? But yeah, Calm Bike Day. If you haven't been, I strongly recommend coming down. Be on this year. I'm not sure what the date is, but I think it's in July. The whole of this town is literally bike orientated. It's all the shops, you know, they've pop-up shops everywhere and marquees, and it's fantastic. So yeah, Calm. But anyway, let's summarise this thing. Would I buy one? No, I'm too old for it. It's an absolutely beautiful engine. It's a beautiful bike to ride. I'm still finding it. Like I said, I've been on it a couple of hours now, and I'm used to it. I know how to hustle it through the bends now. When I initially got on it, I thought, Jesus, this is a long motorcycle, and it feels stable. The thing doesn't really want to move. You know, you twitch it around, and it just feels planted. So if you're used to your sports bikes, or even your KTMs and that, this would be like piloting a truck down the road, I think. But that's perhaps a little bit unfair, because it does handle lovely, but it's just alien to what I'm used to. But nevertheless, absolutely gorgeous. And could I ride this to the south of France, or would I want to? Probably not. I'd probably go on the adventure style bike with DE, but this thing it feels a little niche, doesn't it? It was, like I say, it was designed in a wind tunnel. It was designed to go really quick and remain stable, you know, at high speed. Here we go. Right, that old over there. Oh Jesus! I put my hand out and almost tried to pull me off a bike. Well, not pull me off a bike, but once you come out of this little bubble, you realise just how good this little bubble is at protecting you. As soon as you stick your hand out, it catches you. Right, we've got the left-hander now. Take it nice and steady. It's a big old bus, this. It's a big old bus. You hear the stories that, oh crikey, that these big bikes, you know, they'll kill you. You know, they're mental, they're mad. But it's like anything, you treat it with respect, and it's a joy. The mighty Hayabusa, the Peregrine Falcon. Well, cut. Right, well, just finishing up. That was an absolutely amazing experience. Ooh, hang on, let's just have a quick look at what I've just spotted. No wonder there's nobody in the showroom. Look at that. Some new Enfields, all racked up. Nice. Anyway, back to the Suzuki. That was an amazing experience, and I'm really grateful that I got the chance to ride this. There you go. There's my DE in the background. But it's absolutely phenomenal motorcycle. And initially I'd have described it as a truck on two wheels, but you do get used to it. And after about an hour on it, I was throwing it all over the place. But yeah, there's a way of riding them. There's a definite way of riding them Hayabusas quick, through the bends, through the windings. I mean, I sit all day long on the motorway and do ridiculous speeds, but there's a knack of riding them through the twisters. And I think I've got my head around it. So anyway, there you go. So I'm going to wrap it up. I might just film them Enfields coming off that truck, but I'm going to wrap the Suzuki the Hayabusa vlog up anyway. And like I say, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me. I'm still alive. Whether Gavin will be disappointed about that, I don't know. It's, take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Oh, that's nuts.